Welcome to this explainer. Look, if you're hitting that magical age of 65, or maybe you're just trying to make sense of your current health coverage, you know firsthand that the official Medicare handbook can feel, well, incredibly dense. But today, we're going to take that massive government manual and transform it into a clear, step-by-step guide to your healthcare future. We're breaking down the basics so you can build a rock-solid foundation.
Honestly, does Medicare feel like total alphabet soup to you? Parts A, B, C, D? It is absolutely enough to make anyone's head spin. If all these letters and rules are feeling completely overwhelming right now, don't worry. We're going to build this piece by piece so you can feel completely confident. We'll just strip away all that jargon and focus strictly on what you actually need to know.
So here's our roadmap for today. We'll start with an intro to Medicare basics, then move right into parts A and B. After that, we'll cover prescription drug coverage, compare original Medicare to Medicare Advantage, look at what's new for 2026, and finally, outline your exact next steps.
All right, let's jump right into Section 1, Intro to Medicare Basics.
When you first enroll in Original Medicare, this classic red, white, and blue physical card is exactly what arrives in your mail. It's kind of like your golden ticket to your benefits. The card clearly spells out whether you have hospital coverage, medical coverage, or both, right alongside the exact date your coverage actually starts. You'll need to show this to your healthcare providers to get any of your Medicare-covered services. But before we get too deep, it's absolutely crucial we understand a few basic terms, starting with premium. A premium is just your periodic payment, usually monthly, that keeps your coverage active. Think of it like your favorite streaming service subscription, except, this one streams peace of mind for your health. And remember, you pay this whether you actually go to the doctor that month or not.
Moving right along to Section 2, Parts A and B.
Let's think of Part A as your hospital block. This is your hospital insurance, and it's really designed to help cover the heavy lifting if you ever need to be admitted for inpatient care.
Specifically, Part A is what covers the care you get in acute care hospitals, critical access hospitals, and inpatient rehab facilities. It even covers hospice care and some home health care. But hey, here's a really vital takeaway for you. While it does cover skilled nursing facility care for a very limited time after a hospital stay, it absolutely does not cover non-medical long-term care. That means standard nursing home care, like help with bathing or dressing, is not covered by Part A. That is a super common misconception, so definitely keep that in mind.
Next up is our stethoscope block, which is Part B. This serves as your everyday medical insurance. If Part A is for the hospital bed, well, Part B is for the doctor's office. Part B is what actually pays for your routine doctor visits, outpatient hospital services, and mental health care. It also covers vital, durable medical equipment. We're talking things like wheelchairs, walkers, and CPAP devices you use at home. And crucially, Part B covers a massive list of preventative services. Think flu shots, mammograms, yearly wellness visits, often at zero out-of-pocket cost to you as long as your provider accepts assignment.
Okay, Section 3, Prescription Drug Coverage.
To get coverage for your routine prescriptions, you're going to need Part D. Original Medicare, which again is just Parts A and B, really doesn't cover most of your routine meds at the pharmacy. So, these Part D plans are actually separate plans run by private insurance companies that have to follow rules set by Medicare. You'll pay a separate premium for this one, and each plan has what's called a formulary. Now that's just a fancy word for the specific list of drugs they cover.
Now for the big decision. Section 4, Original versus Medicare Advantage.
You basically have two major routes to get your coverage. On one side, you can stick with the traditional original Medicare path and just add Part D for your drugs. On the other side, you could opt for the combo meal known as Medicare Advantage, which is also called Part C. You just have to choose one of these two main ways to receive your benefits.
So the really crucial point here is understanding the trade-offs. Original Medicare gives you ultimate freedom of choice. You can literally see any doctor or use any hospital nationwide that takes Medicare, and you generally don't even need prior authorization for services. Medicare Advantage, on the other hand, acts more like a bundled package. It rolls A, B, and usually D all into one single plan. These Advantage plans often throw in cool extras that Original Medicare ignores, like dental, vision, and hearing coverage. But the catch? You're typically restricted to a local network of doctors, and you might need referrals just to go see a specialist.
Now, if you do decide to go down the original Medicare path, you really need to know about one more term, Medigap. See, original Medicare pays for a lot, but it doesn't pay for everything. It generally pays about 80% of approved costs for your Part B services. That leaves you to pay a 20% co-insurance. And get this,
There is no yearly limit on what you pay out of pocket, so Medigap is extra insurance you buy from private companies to fill those exact gaps. It covers things like co-payments, co-insurance, and deductibles, making your out-of-pocket medical costs highly predictable.
Let's look ahead. Section 5. What is new in 2026?
I want you to really think about this number. $2,100. This is a massive, massive win for 2026. If you have Part D prescription drug coverage, your yearly out-of-pocket spending for covered Part D drugs is officially capped at exactly $2,100. Once you hit that cap in 2026, you will not have to pay a single co-payment or co-insurance for covered Part D drugs for the entire rest of the calendar year. Honestly, for anyone on expensive maintenance medications, this is going to provide some truly life-changing financial relief.
And beyond just the financial relief, Medicare is really stepping up their preventive and coordinated care game. They're rolling out advanced primary care management services. Basically, this means Medicare is paying providers to tailor care exactly to your specific needs, and those participating providers actually have to give you 24/7 access to your care team. They're also expanding early detection, covering a wider range of colorectal cancer screenings, including CT colonography. It's pretty clear Medicare is focusing heavily on keeping you healthy, not just treating you when you're already sick.
All right, wrapping things up with Section 6, next steps for you.
If you are nearing 65, your next steps are actually pretty simple. First up, check if you're automatically enrolled. If you're already getting Social Security, Parts A and B just start automatically the month you turn 65. If not, you'll need to go ahead and sign up proactively. Second, do yourself a favor and create a secure Medicare.gov account. And finally, use their online plan compare tool. Remember, your health needs are completely unique to you, so taking the time to compare the specific Advantage or Part D plans available in your specific zip code is absolutely essential.
The government actually makes this point very clearly in the handbook. They say there's never been a better time to switch from paper to digital. By managing your account online, you can easily track your claims, manage all your prescriptions, and quickly review your Medicare summary notices, or MSNs. Checking your MSNs electronically is hands down one of the absolute best ways to protect yourself from medical fraud, and just make sure you're only being billed for services you actually received.
So, we've covered a lot today. Everything from basic premiums all the way to that massive $2,100 drug cap coming in 2026. The alphabet soup is officially decoded. But this brings up the most important question of all. Now that you know the tools available to you, which path will you choose today to secure your healthiest tomorrow? Keep learning, definitely keep comparing, and hey, here's to building a very healthy future.